So I've been hearing a lot of chit chat that this is nature's Ozempic. So I tried it out for an entire month and this is what happened. First things first, let's get into what Ozempic is. But before we get into it, let me just preface this by saying I am not a doctor at all. I'm just a girly who has struggled with her weight her entire life, has finally, after years, I'm hitting 30 soon, and I just now finally have a good relationship with food. I've lost over 55 pounds, and I'm always looking to try new things that are natural. And let's be real, when someone says this is nature's Ozempic, you wanna try it. Like, that just caught my attention. So first things first, what is Ozempic? Let's pull up the exact definition here. Again, I'm just a girly, I'm not a doctor, so I like to nerd out sometimes and do research. So let me share with you guys the exact definition of what Ozempic is. Let's be real, I think a lot of us have heard of it by now. It's been making headlines, like I said, it's big in the celebrity world. All of a sudden, everyone has dropped like 100 pounds. So Ozempic is a prescription drug, so you do need to have it prescribed. It's a synthetic GLP-1 agonist, which means that it mimics the hormone GLP-1 in our bodies. This hormone helps regulate your appetite. It helps promote feelings of fullness, and it helps improve insulin sensitivity. So that's why it helps a lot of people lose weight. So when you look into that GLP-1 hormone more, higher levels of that hormone helps to reduce your appetite and also helps to control your blood sugar levels. So that's what makes you lose weight, and that's where Yerba Mate comes in. Little quick sip. So when you look up Yerba Mate, I'm gonna read exactly here so we can see exactly where it is from. What is Yerba Mate? So Yerba Mate is a plant species of the holly genus Lex, native to South America. So it is a natural plant. Studies have shown that Yerba Mate tea helps increase that GLP-1 hormone, similar to Ozempic. So it's going to essentially play that same role and do that same thing. There's a specific study that was done where they took obese individuals for 12 weeks and gave them Yerba Mate tea every day for that 12 weeks. And at the end of the study, they found that they had higher levels of GLP-1 compared to a controlled group. Actually did increase their GLP-1 levels, which is crazy because, again, like I mentioned before, that's exactly what Ozempic helps to do. So they essentially do the same thing and play the same role. Now, in terms of are they as effective as each other? Does one raise it more than the other? We will see, and stay tuned to the end. I will show you guys what I personally found after a month of drinking this. So there's other benefits to drinking Yerba Mate as well. It helps with your energy levels tremendously, and that is something that I noticed. You guys will see, I did vlog throughout the month to show you guys what I noticed. Right away, the first day that I tried this, I noticed my energy levels were amazing. I felt focused and like ready to just be very productive, but I didn't have that like antsiness or shakiness that kind of coffee gives you. It's a very like calm, focused energy, kind of similar to matcha, which is why you guys know I love matcha. So honestly, in the early stages of drinking this, I really heavily relied on it to give me really good energy throughout the day. I have noticed that it gave me really good, relaxed, focused energy. So again, I will share with you guys my findings on this in regards to weight loss, but put that aside, I love this for energy regardless. It gives me such a good focused feeling. There's also studies that have shown that it helps to support healthy blood pressure levels. So if there's anyone out there, any one of your family members, I know I have family members that struggle with that, this has been shown to really help with blood pressure levels as well. So unlike Ozempic, which is a synthetic version of that GLP-1 hormone, Yerba Mate helps to stimulate your body's own production of that hormone. So this is a much more natural approach. It's going to completely eliminate all of the negative side effects that Ozempic has. Speaking of the negative side effects of Ozempic, let's read through them because I feel like a lot of the times these sort of things can be glamorized on social media. So let's talk about the negative side effects of Ozempic here. So when you do the research, it says gastro side effects like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, abdominal pain may increase the risk of inflammation of the pancreas. Animal studies showed a potential increased risk of thyroid tumors, though the human risk is unknown, it says. Not to even mention the Ozempic face we've been seeing all over the internet. It's been shown to kind of give you that really skeleton looking face where it's almost taking the weight loss a little too far and now causing people to lose too much weight almost. And then there's the other obvious like drawbacks of taking Ozempic, having to poke yourself with a needle weekly. All in all, this is just me to say, I know you can watch, things online and it just seems glamorized, but just know that these sort of things come with health risks. So taking a much more natural approach might be the way to go. So what happened when I tried Nature's Ozempic for a month? Let's see. So the first day that I tried it was on April 25th, roll footage here. Okay, day 1 of trying the yerba tea. I know I look a hot mess right now. I'm actually getting ready to film content and I need to do my hair. My hair just like naturally air dried. So ignore that. This is just real life right now, you guys. So I'm really excited to try this. It smells really good. First of all, it smells kind of like chamomile. Like it just gives me that vibe. I'm not a big tea drinker. I really don't enjoy drinking tea, but hey, if this is gonna help a girl become a skinny legend, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So let's try this. Oh, it's really nice and muted. And I didn't put any honey in this just because like, I don't know, I just wanted to try the flavor profile of it on its own. And also if I feel like it doesn't need honey, then that's a bonus because then I don't need the extra calories. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like it needs honey. Yeah, like I don't feel like it's like, oh, you need honey. Like matcha, for example, that's something that needs to be sweetened because of how bitter it is. This just has a very muted, very similar to like a chamomile. It doesn't need honey. It definitely would taste probably even better with honey, but I'm not drinking this for the taste. So like I said, I'm not a tea drinker, but if you're someone who really enjoys your tea, then yeah, definitely probably sweeten it up a little bit, but this is actually really good. It's super muted. I plan on keeping the bag in because I'm trying to get all those benefits, like just steep in there, honey. Steep, 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 because I'm trying to get it all. Also, I forgot to mention the date. It is April 25th. So I plan on drinking this every single day. I have an alarm on my phone, dead ass. Like, let me show you guys. There is literally an alarm on my phone every day, 9 a.m. to drink the tea just so that I don't forget because it's not really natural for me. Like I said, I'm not a tea drinker. How many times, let's put a counter. How many times am I gonna say that in this video? But yeah, it doesn't really come natural to me to like make a tea. So I knew I needed a reminder, but I'm excited to try this for 2 weeks and see if I like it. And after those 2 weeks, if I like it, your girl's gonna continue using it because I'm trying to get to my goal weight. But yeah, this is apparently Ozempic in a cup, so I'm here for it. A natural Ozempic, like what? Okay, it's been like an hour and so far I noticed that I just have this really calm, focused feeling. I don't have like an extreme like bouncing off the walls energy, but for some reason today I just wanna get a lot done all of a sudden. Like this just gave me good motivation. For example, I have filmed a bunch of stories. I did a cute little like transition story, which I never do. Did my more glam makeup because I actually had the energy to. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying, but I just feel like I'm more productive already. It's only been an hour and I've done more than I typically would. So this is definitely giving me like a little boost of energy, but it's a really calm energy. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm bouncing off the walls. Just feel calm and productive. So I don't know, but we shall see how I feel for the rest of the day. All right, y'all, this is like day, I don't even know, day 5 maybe? It's May 2nd. I think it's like day 5-ish that I've been drinking the yerba tea. Let me tell you what I've noticed. First of all, energy. Hi, hello. But it's not like crazy energy. It's just focused energy, stable energy, if that makes sense. It's not like crazy hype, like, you know, energy. So if you're a mom, then you know, like when you put your kids to bed, you are shot, right? But lately, even after I put Kylo to bed, I'm not like energetic, but I'm not like dead shot. I just have a little bit of energy still. Like I'm still cleaning up and getting things done around the house. And then I'm just like, whoa, where's all this energy coming from? Oh, I actually noticed something else, which is something to note. Obviously, we're not going to know if this is a direct effect of the yerba tea, but I will say I weighed myself on. Let me open my app so I can really be accurate here. So I think after like 3 days of drinking the yerba tea, I weighed myself and I wasn't expecting to see a drop in weight. Granted, it wasn't a big drop, but I wasn't expecting any drop at all. I was actually expecting the scale to be higher because one, I was ovulating and anytime I'm ovulating, I always get bloated and my scale always goes up. And then 2, I ate maintenance the day before. So I wasn't in a calorie deficit the day before. So anytime I increase my calories a little bit, your body's gonna hold on to a little bit of water for the first few days. So I got on the scale to weigh myself, but I was like, I am not expecting any drop in weight. Like that would be just unrealistic for me where I was in my cycle. And then with me eating a little extra calories the day before, tell me how the scale went down. I went down to 138.8 and before that I was 139. So obviously not a big drop. I'm not saying, oh my God, it made me lose like a pound overnight. That's not what I'm saying, but I wasn't expecting a drop at all. Like normally at that point in my cycle and with me eating more, I would have gone up, but instead I went down in weight. So I don't know, that is something to note, but the energy this is providing me alone is just like a part of my routine now because it just makes me feel so good and I just get so much done. I've still been drinking my matcha, but this in combination with the matcha, everything. I don't know exactly how much caffeine is in this. I think it's 30 to 40 mg. Yeah, it's been good. So right around that time on April 25th, when I started trying Yerba Mate tea, I was kind of not doing the greatest on my weight loss journey. I think I updated you guys on one of the last episodes that I was eating over my calorie deficit, but still under maintenance. So I weighed myself on April 24th and I weighed 139 on the dot. And then, like I said, April 25th, I started drinking the Yerba Mate tea almost every day. I want to clarify that too. I have skipped a few days, which I wish I haven't because I feel like it would have been even more effective, but I did skip a few days here and there just because I simply forgot, or when my alarm went off, I was out and then I forgot after that. Just, yeah, you know, life happens. I did skip a few days. Anytime I'm ovulating, like that kind of day 12 to day 16 of my cycle, just like that few days of that ovulation or peak fertile period, my body's always more bloated and I never see a drop in weight during that time period. Never. So let's talk about the month of May, right? Which is pretty much since I started drinking this April 25th. I drank this for the majority. Today is May 30th. I've been drinking this for the majority of May. Now, my most lowest recent weigh-in on May 25th, so almost exactly a month after, 136.6. I had lost 2.4 pounds in 1 month, which again, I know is not an extreme amount, but let's rewind here. I'm gonna take you guys back to the previous months to look at how much weight did I lose in the because I've been on a weight loss journey for a while. Those of you who watch my channel, you know this. Let's look at how much weight I lost in a 1 month period without drinking this, okay? So let's look at the month of March. So on March 2nd, I weighed 141.2. And then if you look at roughly a month later, my lowest weight around that time was 139.2. So exactly 2 pounds. Like around March, I was on it with my calories. Like I was like doing really, really good. And then I told you guys in April, I kind of was being a little lax with the whole calorie situation. I had multiple days where I wasn't eating 15 to 1600. I was eating closer to like 17 to 18. So with that being said, you would expect to lose less weight, right? Now, if we compare it to the month of most of May, where I was drinking the Yerba Mate, and like I said, I have not been that diligent and perfect with my calories like I just was in March when I just showed you guys I lost 2 pounds. Let's scroll through and look. As you can see, on the day I started the Yerba Mate tea, 139, April 24th, again, 136.6 on May 25th, so almost exactly a month later. So I lost 2.4 pounds. So I lost an extra half a pound nearly in the month that I drank this compared to a month in my weight loss journey when I wasn't drinking this. But the other thing to note is in that previous month, I was like on it with my calories, doing the best, like being super perfect with my calorie intake. And then the month that I drank this, I lost more weight, but I wasn't even perfect with my calories. So could you imagine if I was being like super perfect and on it with my calories plus drinking this? I guarantee I would have lost an extra 1.5 pounds and not just an extra half a pound. So the fact that this made me lose more weight and I wasn't even being very diligent with my calories, like this is the tea right here. This is the tea right here. So I just had to show you guys this 3-month chart that is from the app that connects to my scale. And you can just see here that my weight was decreasing at a really nice steady pace. But once I started drinking the yerba tea, just about here, look at that drastic drop in weight. Like just looking at this 3-month chart really just goes to show you how much yerba mate really does help you lose weight. And I feel like it would have been even more if I stuck to my calories, which is actually just insane at how much more it would have been. Another thing I wanted to note, I have it in my notes here that I really wanted to mention to you guys. Last weekend, I had 2 cheat meals in a row. So that month where I just told you guys I wasn't being very diligent with my calories, I usually have a cheat meal every Saturday. And last weekend, I had a cheat meal on Saturday and another cheat meal on Sunday. So usually when that happens, if you do the calculations and you do your calorie intake average for the week, I wasn't really in a calorie deficit because I had eaten extra calories with that second cheat meal, right? So the fact that I still lost 2.5 pounds, like, oh my God, insane. So this actually really does help to boost that weight loss, which makes a lot of sense when you look at the research and look at that GLP-1 hormone. This does help a lot. Is this the magical tea that we all need right here? All in all, I'm here to say, personally for me, I have noticed a big difference in drinking this. So I think this is a great addition to your weight loss journey. Is it some sort of magic where you're gonna lose a bunch of weight? Like how when people get on Ozempic, they lose a crazy amount of weight? Probably not. I don't think it could go head to head with Ozempic, for example. Like Ozempic is a different beast. It'd be making you literally lose weight like crazy. So this is probably not the same as that, but if you're like me and you love looking for natural ways to do things, this is a natural way to help your weight loss journey, to help give you energy, reduce your appetite a little bit. It does have a little bit of caffeine, which obviously speaks to that energy component, but it doesn't give you a crash like coffee does.